Hello, my name is Tom and I will be your conductor this evening. Welcome aboard the Night Bus, magical transport for the stranded witch, or wizard. Already on board with us tonight are Corey, Jamie, and Jackie. Come with us on a magical journey where the hot chocolate is cold and the conversations are long.
And we're back
Oh, yes.
with some intro music, a little intro topper, but also we're short a person, so technically the intro is not right.
Yeah, but it's very rare that we don't have everybody with us.
Yeah, normally Jamie would always be here, but he's
Technical issues, stuff going on.
yeah, I don't know how much he wants to make public, so
Yeah.
we'll just say he's not here right now. So it's just us two for today. We are actually recording in the morning for the first time in a long time.
Yeah, it has been a while.
Yeah, I think the last time. Well, I don't think you've ever recorded with us in the morning. Me and Jamie done a few morning podcasts back when we was doing it for Doctor Who.
Yeah.
So this is the first time you've done a morning podcast. But we're here to talk about episode 4, Reacher.
Yes.
Maybe do a little recap on the first 3 episodes, because our last week's Saturday episode that was supposed to be all about Reacher ended up being very little about Reacher and a lot more about the WWE and a bunch of other different stuff that we end up sidetracking on.
Yeah. Yeah, that happens a lot.
Yeah. So
But as y'all can notice, some new stuff is happening with the pod.
Mhm.
We have decided to step it up a level by investing in a soundboard.
Yeah, we have a Rodecaster Pro 2 now. That's how I was easily able to do that intro song and topper. And obviously, anybody who knows anything about these things knows you can do a million different things. And I haven't customized this one massively yet. So right now, it's still got the factory stuff, but it's still fun to play with, like the crickets when we get quiet and aren't talking, or the air horn, or if somebody does something stupid.
That'd probably be mine.
Yeah, Jackie took his headset off, so that's why I'm saying everything I'm hitting.
I hear
Otherwise,
it.
he's not. Oh, you can still hear it?
Yeah, I hear
Okay.
it through the headphones. I took off. I cannot get used to hearing myself talk on these things, so
Yeah, so he took his headphones
I
off.
took my headphones off, but I can still hear it.
Yeah. But this also means that some of our other friends that can't make it down here to do the pod, if they want to be on the pod, they just got to call me. My phone's connected to this thing, and boom, they're live on the air.
Yes.
Just not with Nappy Boy Radio.
No.
This ain't your boy T-Pain. I heard that song the other day, so
I've got it on my phone, so
that's how I heard it. I don't listen to any other music that's not on my phone.
I haven't listened to the regular radio, and I couldn't tell you how long.
I'm the same way. I don't listen to regular radio. I don't go to the radio like part of my Apple Music. I just go to my songs, my downloaded songs, and that's the music I listen to.
I got mine on YouTube.
Yeah.
YouTube Music, and that's where I go to, or I can use Amazon Music or whatever ones I have else I have on there. But my go-to is YouTube.
Yeah. Well, to get into it, we watched episode 4 of Reacher last night.
Yes, we almost forgot.
Yeah, we did. Well, we didn't know he was doing the podcast this morning until yesterday evening.
Yeah,
So I thought he was doing the podcast tonight, and I was like, oh, I'll have all Saturday to watch the episode, 2 or 3 times like I did last week with the 3 episodes. Then things changed, and we were doing the podcast this morning, and me and Jackie was on the phone last night, and he was like, I need to get off here and watch Reacher. We got the podcast, and I'm like, oh, I forgot. Yeah, I got to watch it too.
yeah. I thought you already watched it.
No. So I literally watched it last night right before I went to bed.
That was me. It was a good episode. Gives a little bit of background.
Yes. Any backstory we get with Reacher is always good.
Yeah. So it's not plumb packed with the action you're usually used to, but it explains a lot.
It does. It does. You get to see Reacher before his. Is that before or after his? I think it's before his team.
Well, see, that's what I was thinking,
Because
but
after his team, he got shut down. So I'm pretty sure he did not run that division anymore after what happened with his team.
yeah, but didn't he steal that one saying from the woman he ended up eventually hooking up with?
No, he said that saying came from somebody, but he didn't use her name. He used somebody else's name.
I know, but she was the first one, and he was like, I'm going to steal that. She said, go ahead. That was in season 2.
Mm-hmm.
I have to go back and listen to it again.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
So don't quote me on that, but I'm pretty sure she was the one that told him that, and he just liked it and said he was going to start using it.
Yeah.
That's what throwed me off, because the guy said, you need some help. He said, well, am I going to start me a team of such and such? I was like, yeah, this had to be before. But then he said that quote. I was like, oh, wait a minute now. I'm pretty sure she's the one that gave him that quote.
Yeah. I don't know. I think it's before the team, but anyway, we get some backstory about him and his early recruit.
Yeah, the reason why he's so dead set on taking that guy out.
Yeah, why he wants this guy so dead, so bad.
Exactly.
And we'd already gathered just from little snippets from the first 3 episodes that he thought he killed the guy at one time. So for him, it was a shock to see the guy was still alive.
Yeah, see, when he told me when he was talking about he shot him in the head and throwed him off, and he fell off a cliff into the water, I was like, man, you don't really survive a headshot. Till later on, you find out he shot him with a 22.
Yeah, it's that round's too small.
Yeah.
You need a bigger caliber than that.
Well, he was too far back with it, and it wouldn't penetrate the skull.
Mm-hmm. Although it's still lucky that he didn't die of hypothermia or something else.
The fall into the raging water underneath, slamming into the cliffs and stuff. I don't know how he lived through that.
Yeah, I don't know. That's some plot armor right there.
Yeah, hopefully that he explains it throughout there and don't leave us hanging. Because I'd like to know how he lived.
I'd say, Will. It's classic. You run into the bad guy. He's got to explain either his evil plan, or in this case, how he survived. It's just it's a classic movie thing. So
I believe he's going to torture Reacher, not physically but mentally. He's going to explain what all he did to that recruit.
Oh yeah, that's a given with the bad guy.
Torture him. But it was a pretty good episode.
It was. It was, you're weaving in and out of, his telling the story and his, memories back into the, present time. And, you still got Duffy and her crazy accent.
And you get classic Reacher in there. He tells her, I blowed up the safe house.
Yeah.
She goes,
I torched the
how
safe
am I supposed
house.
to explain this? I don't know. That's on you. Don't you think you need to start thinking before you do it? Yeah, I did think about it. And I knew you'd have to explain it.
Yep. I knew you'd have to deal with the bureaucracy.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
I don't.
Yeah. And that's Reacher.
Yeah, he just worried about the mission. That's it. Anything else, doesn't even think about. Which, to be fair, she should have known something like that was going to happen.
Oh, yeah. When he asked, if there was any safe house around, she's got to know what that safe house is going to get used for by him.
Yeah. Even if he didn't blow it up, it got shot all to hell. So,
yeah. It was bullet riddled. So, which the explosion is what really sold it for Reacher, so he had to make it.
Oh, yeah. That way they couldn't go back and look for evidence.
Then they'd go back and see, wait a minute, there's only one body here, and he was shot close range, point blank in the head.
And then there's all kinds of shots everywhere else. What was they shooting at?
Yeah, exactly. It's like either this was a gunfight between 2 guys that can't aim, or something else is going on here.
It happens a lot in them fights.
Yeah.
On TV.
Oh, yeah. I mean, movie and TV aim is crazy.
Oh, yeah.
You cannot be that bad of a shot. Even the worst shot with a full automatic weapon is going to get lucky and hit one.
Exactly. You got a full auto weapon, you're hitting something.
Mm-hmm.
You're not going to pepper all around that person. He's going to get hit at least with 2 or 3 rounds.
Unless it's Pulp Fiction and it's divine intervention.
Yes.
Or if you are shooting a gun like that. That gun's a little different. It's hard to aim a gun that's that big with that much of a kick.
Yeah. Especially if you just rapid pulling the trigger.
Yeah. And the person is not as big as somebody like you. Somebody like my size with a gun like that? Oh, hell no. I don't stand a chance. I've got a gun like that at the house, and I'm not even attempting to shoot it.
Oh, why not?
I'm not getting hit in the face by that recoil.
You won't get hit in the face. Just don't hold it real close to your face.
Well,
just
I mean, obviously, I know that.
Arms all the way out. If anything, it'll just throw your arms up over your head. That's all.
Either way, I'm not taking a chance.
I would.
Nah.
I want to shoot a 500 Magnum.
I've got a 44 Magnum, not a 500. Well, I mean, you know it. You've seen it.
Yeah.
I'm not, nah. That thing stays in the case.
Got to break it out.
Nah, only if Reacher comes around. If Reacher comes around and needs to borrow it, then I'll lend it to him.
I thought you were going to say, no, Reacher comes around and I got to shoot at him.
Oh,
I was like, that just pissed him off.
No, I'm not attempting to shoot him. He would the bullet would hit him and he'd be like, what the hell is that?
He'd be like, oh, you done messed up.
Mm-hmm. So, yeah. I mean, we talked about the past, but his, when Sergeant Cole shows up, Reacher's kind of testing her.
Yeah.
And he realizes real quick that she is very sharp and is sort of like him. I won't say exactly like him, but she handles her business the same way he would handle his business.
Yeah. Only thing I didn't like about her character when you first see her is how wooden she is. I mean,
she's a sergeant in the military. What do you expect?
I'm not talking about how stiff and stuff. It's just her mannerism, the way she was talking. Granted, she's meeting somebody new for the first time, but again, she's an E7, so that shouldn't be nothing new to her. She just, when she played that first part, she just sounded like she just learned those lines and was just saying them. Didn't have nothing to go along with it. Didn't have no feeling to it.
I don't know. I just chalked it up to military.
Nah.
I was never in the military though, so I don't know.
Oh, we all assholes, so you ain't got to worry about that. It wouldn't be that wooden, especially in E7. Now, that would have been a private. Oh, yes, I could see that. E7, no.
Yeah. I don't know. I didn't love her character, but I liked the character.
Yeah, that's
the little bit we got to see of her.
Yeah, you learn in the short amount of time, you learn a lot about her.
You do. They done a very good job of, this is like a backstory episode. They done a very good job of putting everything you need to know in the episode.
Yes, it wasn't nothing you're going to learn later on. Something, well, maybe, but as of right now, you know a whole lot of information about her in a real short time.
Yeah, you definitely do. Then we start learning about their investigation and who they're investigating. And as we already know from previous episodes, who it turns out to be is the main villain for this season.
Yeah, I can't remember his name.
I can't think of his name right now either. So,
but they got two different names for him in the movie. Well,
technically three.
Yeah,
they got the guy they're looking for in this backstory that turns out to be the main guy, and his real name, which I can't think of either. And then now in the present time, he's going under a different alias. So technically, he's got three different names. Typical military bad guy. Got a bunch of aliases.
Oh yeah.
Or I should say espionage bad guy, not necessarily just military. You got the scene where they drag in the I guess you could call him the victim, the one that's been forced to do the drops.
Yeah, they kind of had an idea that wasn't his idea to do it.
Yeah, coercion, as they put it. They just didn't know how he was being coerced, and you find out real quick that the bad guy is evil to the core.
Oh yeah.
Kidnapped the dude's 4-year-old daughter right off the playground. Held her for a night to basically just show that he could, to get him to do whatever he needed him to do.
Yeah, see, when I got my daughter back, I'd been straight to the military, let them know exactly what's going on. Y'all put me on a flight and I'm going somewhere else. I'm not staying here.
Yep. Yeah, me and my family are gone.
Yeah, we are on another country. On another military base, probably.
Yeah.
John, that guy was CID. He was
military intelligence. Yeah, he was military intelligence.
So it's kind of hard to hide anything from them when it comes to if it's going through the military itself.
Mm-hmm.
So that might make it a little harder.
Yeah.
But I'd let them know what was going on and tell them, peace out, I'm gone.
I wouldn't have just, done what he did, just cowered and done whatever they said. I'd have went and told somebody.
Exactly. Well, he explains, if I'd have called the police would have notified the military, and he's plugged in everywhere. He knows everything that's going on. So it'd eventually get back to him, and I see that he was scared, but I wouldn't be around where he could get me.
Yeah. Like they can They can station you somewhere so far away.
Oh yeah.
Put them in South Korea.
Ooh. Dad, you don't go to Korea.
I said South Korea.
It don't matter. You don't want that deployment. People cringe when they get that deployment.
I mean, I don't know.
Yeah. You don't want it.
I have to.
Unless you're from around that area, you don't request that deployment.
Yeah. Jamie ain't here to give us any insight because I think Jimmy was stationed in South Korea. I know he's been to South Korea.
Yeah, I know he was right around there.
Yeah, because I remember Liv sent Jamie some pictures of some of the restaurants down there.
Yeah,
and when some of their English
American
translations, for their American restaurants. Yeah, it's like, okay then. I guess that's sort of what we eat, but not really at all.
Yeah,
but I'd say they come over here and look at our Korean food and it's like, this is not what we have over in Korea.
This is nothing like what we eat. Ours is actually good.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, you have the interrogation scene, which Sergeant Cole handles very well, according to Reacher.
Yeah, because I don't know if she could hear him.
I don't think she could.
I didn't either, but I mean, if not, them two was in sync perfectly.
Yeah. And Xavier Quinn is the bad guy's real name, his military name. That's not what either of his aliases are called, but that's his actual name, Xavier Quinn. So yeah, they we're kind of giving away the episode, but we said this time around it's what we're going to do. We're deep diving. If you haven't seen the episode, I'll have to stick a spoiler warning at the beginning of this podcast.
Yeah, I would say some people probably done watched it being a Friday night.
Yeah. I mean, this podcast ain't coming out till Saturday night.
Yeah.
And the episode dropped Thursday morning, 3 a.m. Thursday morning. So you've had plenty of time to watch it.
Unless you do like me last time, I was like, I'm trying to say something for the weekend. That way I can have something to watch this weekend.
Well, some people don't have that control.
Yeah. Well, it ain't so much control. There's nothing new out there that you can really get into that I've found.
Well, I mean, that show I'm watching on Apple TV called Severance, they put a new episode out every Friday, so which I haven't watched the newest episode yet. I'll have to watch it sometime today.
Still doing pretty good.
Oh, I'm loving that show. It's good. I mean, it's not an action show at all. It's when you look at the genre, it's literally just thriller, nothing else. So it's just kind of one of those mind-bending shows. It's always got you thinking. You don't know what's going to happen, and it's just a good, weird show. So yeah. Keeping on Reacher. And we're fast forwarding some stuff, but basically they after the interrogation, they get the information they need. They find out about Xavier Quinn. And then they go through his phone records and find his contacts. And they basically go straight to the guy he sells to. And he's a...
We got to introduce the private.
Oh, yeah, the private that is...
got a crush on Cole.
Yep, Sergeant Cole.
Yeah.
Which he is not hiding at all.
Oh, no, he thinks he is, but he ain't hiding it.
No.
Reacher picks up on it real quick.
Yeah, and Reacher's not the type of person to pick up on that stuff.
No.
That's the type of stuff that normally goes right on top of Reacher's head.
Yeah, he picked up on it real quick. That's how obvious he is about it.
Mm-hmm. So then they crash the guy's party.
We'll catch him coming out the club.
Yeah.
But he's a foreign...
he's something.
Something with the foreign government, and he's here, so they can't really... They was discussing it in the car. We can't kill none of the guys because his bodyguards, because the law will be involved, and that guy can find out.
Yeah.
We can't put any marks on the other guy because then...
Quinn would find out.
Yeah, he would look suspicious when he sees him.
Yeah.
So we got to take him without hurting him.
Yeah. Which, naturally, they do easily.
Yep.
Because that's what Reacher's good at is just, here's the plan. We follow the plan. It works.
Yeah. The only reason I bring that up because an important thing happens in that alleyway that plays out towards the end.
Yeah, when it comes to the 3 bodyguards.
Yes.
And the private decides to turn his back to the enemy to try to protect
his partner. Try to help his partner.
Yeah, try to help Sergeant Cole out. which Reacher's there, so it doesn't matter. But he tells him, he pulls him to the side afterward and tells him, well, first he tells him that it's obvious that, he likes her. But then he says, you can't let personal feelings affect your judgment, and you never turn your back on a visible enemy.
Yeah, you trust your partner to be able to do their part like they trust you to do yours.
Yeah. Otherwise, you end up with 2 dead people.
Yep, instead of 1.
And that's kind of what plays out at the end of this episode.
Yeah, I hated that too.
Yeah, I mean, I knew it was coming. We definitely knew it was coming just because of, his grudge he's holding against Mr. Quinn.
Yeah.
So it was just a matter of how it happened. And that's what we found out in this episode was how it happened.
Yeah, but he doesn't really bring up the private until right there in this episode. He never talks about her on any other episode except for this one right here.
Mm-hmm.
So it wasn't like that private getting killed really bothered him that much. It was more of Cole because she had his mindset, and that's what he liked.
Oh yeah, Reacher is very much if he likes you, you're good.
Your family.
If he doesn't like you, you're probably dead. And if he doesn't care about you, like the private, then if you do die, he just doesn't care.
Yeah,
it's like this guy meant nothing to me. It's not.
I won't say he don't care. It's just that's the way things go in his head. Well, shit happens.
Yeah, but
he took her death like I said, like she was family, not just a friend, but family.
Also, he could have easily just went and picked up Quinn himself, but he wanted her to do it. You did all the work. It's your tag. You go get it.
Yeah, what did he say? I don't want people to think that you was just riding my coattails in the investigation. I want them to know that you done the work, and I want your name to be on the arrest warrant.
Yeah. So he basically sends her to do it, and she doesn't come back.
No, and he starts worrying and pacing. Then his boss comes in, and they're talking back and forth. He said, well, text her. He said, no, she knows I wouldn't text her. She'll think I'm micromanaging. And like 2 seconds later, I'm texting her.
Yeah. Because he's mapped out. This is how long it takes to get there. With traffic, you had 10 minutes, this and that. So, she should have been back. She should have been back after 48 minutes. It's been 65 minutes. And, he knows she's like him. So any type of delay that means something went wrong.
Yep. So he sends a text to her. It's like 2 or 3 seconds later, gets a text back. I got him in handcuffs coming your way, sir. And when they first met, he told her not to call him sir no more, to call me Reacher.
Yeah.
And he goes, well, maybe she just forgot. He said, no, she's one of them you don't tell twice.
Yeah.
All you got to do is tell her once, and that's it. And then they go looking for her.
Yeah, they go, well, Reacher goes driving toward the town. He knows they're somewhere near that town. Meanwhile, his supervisor, superior officer, whatever you want to call him, his boss, is doing stuff on the back end to, find out where Quinn has any property. And they narrow it down to a 20-acre farm. It's like, yeah, it's probably here. They call the police, and the police are like 30 minutes out. Reacher's like 5 minutes out, which, you expect that with Reacher.
Oh, yeah.
And you also expect that, by the time the police are there, it's already going to be handled. This is Reacher.
Yeah. Now, I will bring up, we got glossed over where she done a background on their subject. And she was talking about, well, I found this much money stashed here. He has this property here. He has a boat and everything.
Yeah.
And the only reason I bring that up, because as they're looking for information of where he could be at, they get into his juvenile records, which is harder to get.
Yeah, well, that's the superior officer. He eventually gets the juvenile records.
Yeah, and as Reacher's headed that way, Reacher I don't think know all this shit, but
yeah, his superior officer told him all that right when they first was conglomerating before Reacher took off. Yeah,
I thought he was on the phone. No,
they were in person.
Okay, but that's when you find out how big of a psycho this guy is.
Yeah, that's when everything kind of broadens out and you realize, which I mean, I guess the military doesn't check those records before they,
Juvenile records,
Yeah.
usually you can't get those. Those usually are sealed. And they're not really going by your juvenile record. They just go by a police record. But he liked to torture small animals, and he was sadistic, this and that. They diagnosed him with this. Like, holy crap. I was like, this is night and day compared to what Cole found versus what they found.
Yeah.
Cole said he was excellent soldier, this, and then bam.
Yeah, that's because she couldn't get her juvie records. And, yeah,
Yeah. But it was you find out he's twisted.
Mm-hmm.
And he thinks he's smarter than everybody else.
He's definitely smart, but
he's smart.
he doesn't understand there's people like Reacher out there that are smarter.
And sees through this bullshit.
Mm-hmm. And people like Cole. But yeah, needless to say, Reacher takes off, gets to the farm, finds the private dead in the kitchen.
They went to that guy's house first, and that's where they found the private dead in the kitchen.
Yeah, that's the same property.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Mm-hmm.
No, because he has army buddies with him right there.
Oh, you're right. Yeah, you're right. I got
the
that
major
part wrong.
is the one showing him
Yeah.
the smeared handprint where he took.
Yeah, because that's where he says, what other property does he have, and that's when Reacher takes off.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you got that part. Right.
Then he gets to the farmhouse, and he goes to go through the door, and it's kind of locked. And then he just stops, and he looks behind him, and sees a barn with the door kind of flapping.
Yeah, jarred open.
Yeah. I don't know exactly what he seen when he went in there, because all you see is her feet hanging up off the floor by a good 5-6 feet and blood dripping down them.
Yeah.
And Reacher said that he would try to torture her to get his name out so he could kill whoever's in charge of the investigation. And Reacher said, she won't give me up. And she didn't.
Yeah.
And from what I'm seeing, what you can see that they let you see, she went through hell.
I mean, knowing how twisted he is, I would definitely assume so.
Yeah. So then he goes on his manhunt looking for him.
Mm-hmm.
Which he showed a little bit more restraint than I thought he would.
Yeah, I was expecting him to literally just beat the absolute hell out of the dude.
Yeah, because the look on his eyes when he come out of that barn, I was like, oh, shit's going down now.
Yeah. Yeah, it was one of those, oh my. Yeah, somebody's about to get up.
Yes, exactly. But holy crap.
So yeah, and he finds him digging money out of some trash cans that he had, I guess it was animal feed or something, covering up.
Yeah, he had him covered in animal feed.
So yeah, he's, I guess, digging out his stash to take off.
Try to disappear. Reacher comes in there, and then he tries to play that Cole was in on it with him, and she was blackmailing him, and they come to an arrangement, and then she wanted more money, and well, he had to do what he had to do.
Yeah. And then Reacher's just simply, Reacher, already knows it's not true, but then Reacher's like, what's her first name?
Yep. Huh? Somebody you're blackmailing them, you know their first name.
Yeah.
And then you can see the look on that guy, and he just gets mad. And I guess I'm saying he tried to come at Reacher, and Reacher hit him with the butt of the gun.
Yeah, that's what it looked like. Just boom.
Then the next thing you see is they're walking through the woods.
Yep. Reacher's behind them with the gun at his head, like, keep walking. Then they get to the edge of the cliff, tells him to turn around. They have a short conversation, and then Reacher is too far away and shoots him in the head with a 22.
Yep, and he falls off of a good 50 or 60 foot cliff.
Oh yeah,
into raging water underneath. And again, I don't know how the hell he lived.
Yeah, I don't know, because you can. I'm watching this scene right now, and you can see the rocks down below. Like, he is just pure dog lucky that he didn't hit his head on a rock.
Only thing I can figure is the devil figured his work wasn't done yet, and the devil dragged him out of that water. Yeah. That's the only thing I can figure. because he should have been dead.
Yeah.
Not just because of the 22 round, because it's a little too far away for that, but just the simple fact of that fall and into that water.
Yeah. Yeah, and all Reacher says when he's at the cliff with him is Dominique. That was her name. And then pops him right in the head.
Yep. Now, I did like the part when he was talking to the major on the phone, and he said, the police will be there in such and such time. He said, won't need the police. He's dead. He said, remember what I taught you. Do it once, do it right.
Right. Yep.
He done it once, and he thought he done it right, but it come back to bite him in the ass.
Yeah. Yeah, he probably should have just went ahead and used his gun. He didn't want ballistics coming back on him, though, which is why he used
That guy's
Quinn's gun. But if he'd used his own gun, his gun was not a 22, I'd assume.
No.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure in the military, they don't have you carrying around 22s.
No, there's not 22 in there.
But yeah, then he goes back to the barn and lowers her down, covers her up until the police arrive. And yeah, then we cut back to present time.
Yeah, where he's explaining everything to that woman with her crazy accent
Mm-hmm.
and
Duffy.
her partner.
Yep, Duffy and Roberto.
Yeah. Now,
or not Roberto, Villanueva.
The new guy that she has on her team who walks in there.
Yeah, the young
He wants
one.
to know, can you have a
smoke?
Is there anything we can do? And she goes, what's the rules? No smokes, no this, no that. Then why are we having this conversation?
Mm-hmm.
And he walks back and she says, I like him, but good God. That boy is going to be trouble.
He's going to end up dying. I mean, it's plain and simple. He's going to end up dead.
He's going to end up dead, or he's going to end up getting somebody else killed. I'm thinking her partner, the older guy I think that's who's going to end up getting killed because of
I think they'll both end up dead. I'm pretty sure he's going to end up dead. But I could be wrong.
But again, yes, he's new, he's green, but they're not really trying to train him. They have that. They've done it for so many years. It's just common sense. You don't do that. But for a new person, it really isn't that common to them. They're trying to figure out what they need to do. Yeah, this is what the rules say.
Yeah, just because it's in the handbook, you don't always go by what's in the handbook.
No, because that's what they teach you.
Yeah.
This is the handbook. This is how it should be done. Now, when it comes to certain things can be bent, never broken.
Yeah.
You can bend the rules, just don't break them. And he was trying to see if he can bend it, but that's going to end up getting him killed.
Yep. Then we got Reacher going back to the house where he works and talking to the kitchen staff.
Yep. And the head housekeeper, every time he walks in the house and doesn't wipe his feet, she gives him a look. He walks back over there, wipes his feet.
Yeah.
And he's sitting there talking to them. And before he left out of there, he told one of their names,
Agnes.
I'll talk to you later, Agnes. And then it's like a shock to them that he actually knew their name or tried to remember it.
Yeah.
Because everybody else in there was dicks to him.
Oh yeah. Yeah, they've not dealt with the best of people.
No. And Reacher is, as big and as menacing as he can be, he is at least good.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he doesn't treat people horrible just because he can. And I think he's taking a liking to him.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, he definitely likes the French, the young French woman,
Yep.
Annette or Anita. I can't remember which one is her name. I think it may be Annette. But anyway, she brings him some fresh clothes the next morning.
Yeah, she kind of got startled because he answered the door in his underwear.
Mm-hmm. And then he's like making a weird face. She's like, "What's wrong?" He's like, "It's been a while since I've smelled new clothes."
Yeah, he gets all his stuff out of a thrift store.
Yeah,
so I'd say it's been a long time.
Yeah, none of that stuff's even close to being new. That's some well worn in stuff.
Yeah. I hate to see what kind of smell he gets off of them clothes.
Oh my God. Yeah, especially considering, he wears, I mean, how many days in a row you think he wears some of those outfits before he makes it to a store to get new ones or to get different ones?
Oh, I'd say at least a week. Have to be. 'Cause
Yeah, and that's, oh my God. Especially with what he gets into.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ, he's got to smell terrible.
Now, granted, he might take a shower. He might wash them out while he's taking a shower and hang them up to dry. I mean, me personally, I would do that. But we talk about Reacher.
Yeah, yeah. So, I don't know. And if you notice, he gets those new clothes, doesn't even put them on.
Puts the shirt on.
No. He looks at it. Oh, he puts on the undershirt. He doesn't put the button shirt on.
Yeah.
He puts the undershirt on.
I don't know who picked that button-up shirt. I wouldn't have wore that damn thing. It was like a
Hawaiian, like
cheesy Hawaiian print.
Yeah, and not even a good Hawaiian t-shirt, like a cheesy Hawaiian t-shirt, like you said.
A cheesy polo Hawaiian t-shirt.
Yeah, it's not even a full button up.
Yeah.
It's one of those 3-button deals.
Speaking of Hawaiian shirts, me and Corey looked at some while we was down at Universal that one time. And they were some nice ones.
Oh, yeah.
Man, they had a nice price on them, too.
Yeah.
What was it, $100 and some dollars?
$130.
Yeah.
For a one
shirt.
t-shirt. But it's a Hawaiian button-up. Looked nice. Material was really nice. You could tell it's a nice shirt.
It was a good quality shirt. But $100 and some for a Hawaiian t-shirt?
I've never, ever paid more than $30 for a t-shirt. Ever.
I haven't either that I can think of.
And the only shirts I ever buy that cost even close to that, they even don't cost $30. They just cost close to it. Most of them like $27, and that's like my WWE shirts that just have graphics on them.
Yeah,
those normally cost about $27. Those are the most expensive shirts I buy. Other than that, all my t-shirts I buy on sale Under Armour and Nike shirts for like $15 to $18.
Yeah, because you go on the Under Armour site, you can get stuff pretty cheap off of there.
Yeah, when they got their sales going on.
Yep.
It's all the last year's stock. They got this year's t-shirts in, so they're selling last year's t-shirts for cheap.
Yep.
And I'm like, that's fine with me.
Outlet stock.
Yep. Well, that's what I go to. When I go on an Under Armour app, I go straight to outlet. I don't look at anything that isn't outlet.
That way you're getting it from a store. That's why it's discounted down and everything.
Mm-hmm.
I guess it's not selling that good. They need to clear up some
Well,
inventory.
yeah, it's old stock.
So,
because you can look at their new stuff and they've got like $60 to $80 t-shirts.
Yeah.
It's like, no, I'll get this last year t-shirt that's probably just as good that costs $15 or $18.
Yep. Because all you're buying is the name. I mean, the quality's there, but
I was going to say, the quality's there.
You're just buying the name, basically.
I've wore some cheap shirts that people have got me for Christmas, and no, I end up just throwing them away. It's like, a good quality shirt is nice, but you don't have to pay, more than $30 for a good quality shirt.
If he has any family members out there who's listening to this, you know where your t-shirt went.
Yeah, they're not listening.
It was either thrown away or it was used for a rag to wipe the vehicle down. That's what it was used for.
What you said at the end, that's what most of our shirts get used for that we don't wear. They end up becoming rags.
Yeah, I do that with my old ones. They ain't no use in just throwing it in the garbage. I'll get some use out of it. It'll become a grease rag or use it to wipe down my guns or clean my knives or something with. Hell, they good for something.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I mean, when I say throw it away, it doesn't get like thrown in the regular trash and, hauled off. Any of our old clothing, apart from like blue jeans, any of our old clothing automatically gets put in a bag that eventually ends up in the garage.
Yep. Or it becomes
and then eventually gets thrown away.
Yeah.
Because it gets so oil soaked.
I got a bunch of old what I call work shirts now.
Mm-hmm.
I got a Carhartt hoodie. Thick. When I had it, it was nice, but it ended up getting a stain on it one time. I was like, oh man. Now it's my garage hoodie. If I go to work out in the garage, I throw that bad boy on. I don't have to worry about it getting nasty or anything because it was already dirty.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what I work in.
Yeah.
It's actually in the back of my car.
Yeah, my jacket that's behind you is my work jacket. It's got oil stains on it and stuff. It's been washed, so it doesn't smell like oil or anything, but the oil is stained on there, and I'm not worried about it. It's just a work jacket.
You didn't get that out.
No.
Unless one of y'all know how to get out grease stains. Because I'm going to tell you right now, OxyClean and all that stuff they show on TV, getting that stuff out, I ain't found none of it that actually works that good.
No, not for, like, my jacket there. Well, I mean, it was just a couple months ago. I think it was in December. Maybe in January. Anyway, it's cold outside. Getting ready to go out of state. So, changed oil in the truck. Truck's high enough up that I just done it outside on the gravel. Got underneath it. Well, 2019 Silverado's got the oil plugs at an angle. So when I pulled it, the oil completely missed the catch can and just went all down my jacket. So they say I immediately, got out from underneath there after I got the catch can in the right spot to catch the oil, took the jacket off, took it straight in the house, tried to clean it, and then throw it in the washer, and it stained it anyway.
Yeah.
But like I said, it's just a work jacket, so I don't really care. I still wear it. And it's silver, so it kind of hides it anyway. You have to really be up close to see, and you have a stain on it. Anyway, we got off of Reacher, like always.
Yeah, but at least we stayed on there the biggest
We
part
did.
this time.
I mean, we made it all the way to almost. The only thing we haven't talked about is like the very last scene, which is Agent Duffy and the older agent getting ready to check warehouse, every warehouse on the list.
Trying to find her CI.
Yeah, and basically they're using
The laptop
that they got. Well, that laptop has a tracker in it, so
it only does real-time tracking.
Yeah,
so it doesn't show anywhere it has been before.
Right. Basically, when they pull up to see where it is, it'll show them where it is, but it doesn't show it movement or anything. So they just, there's it, and then they close out the app, open it back up. Oh, now it's here. So yeah. So they say they, Reacher's out in the yard trying to teach the boss's son how to actually properly fight, how to throw a punch, and it's not going well.
Yeah, I mean, Reacher tries to be good to the boy, but it just some things you can't hide.
Yeah.
He goes, because he said, if you're going to fight, he said, you need to say, on a count of 3, and then hit him on 2. Well, isn't that cheating?
Anybody willing to punch you is not going to fight fair.
Yeah. He said, anytime there's a stronger opponent, he said, well, what if I'm the stronger opponent? He said, that'll never be the case if you're the stronger opponent.
You'll never be the stronger opponent. So, yeah. Then the boss comes out, says, Reacher, need a word. They go into the barn, and he basically tells Reacher, we're tracking the laptop. It's here at one of our warehouses. Whoever's got it, I need you to kill him. And I've already got 3 guys on the way there.
Reacher tries to call him, but he can't.
They don't got no service inside
the metal building.
Mm-hmm. So, and that's where the episode cuts off. So I guess the start of next week we'll get to see how how Agent Duffy and the other one fight their way out of it, and when Reacher gets there, what he does and how he explains whatever he does.
Yeah, I mean, sooner or later, the boss is going to have to start getting a little suspicious that everybody that he gets around dies but him.
Yeah, it's like, I send people over here with Reacher. They all die, but Reacher survives. Okay, I'm going to send Reacher over here with these people. They're all dead, Reacher survives. Okay, something's going on here.
Yeah.
This man survives everything, and all the people I send with him all end up dead. And there's no bodies and no proof.
Yeah, he has to catch on. But to find out the guy he works for isn't as bad as they want to say he is. He just got hoodooed into having to do what he's doing.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, yeah, because in this episode, near the end, when Reacher's talking with the Agnes and Annette, they basically say, if you'd have seen him when his wife was still alive, he was a completely different person.
Yeah.
So, I mean, and we learned earlier in previous episodes that, he ran a legit rug business. Like, he wasn't doing anything dirty. Now, he knew channels to get his rugs through customs and stuff easier.
Yeah.
And he bragged about it a little too much. And that's how he ended up in the situation he's in now.
Yeah. And I think he liked the fact that Reacher was out there trying to help his son. He's showing interest, wasn't just there being a dick like the other ones was to him.
Yeah.
Because they all didn't like his son.
Oh, no. All the previous guys was like, yeah, his son's useless. He deserves to get beat up. It may teach him something.
Yeah.
It's like, that's maybe not the best way to teach somebody a lesson.
And you don't look at your supposed boss and tell him that either.
No, that's crazy.
I mean, if I was working for somebody, I wouldn't be like, hey, somebody needs to beat the crap out of your son to teach him something.
Yeah.
Now, if his son was a bully,
that's a little different. Then
you got to humble
even Reacher.
boy.
That's when Reacher would humble him real quick.
Oh yeah.
But this dude, I mean, when I say this dude, this boy. Yeah, I mean, he's what is he? 20.
He's in college.
Yeah, 20, 21. So I guess he's
21.
Anyway, yeah, he's not the type that I don't think somebody beating him up is going to teach him anything.
No. I like when Reacher went out there, he said, hit me. What? hit me. I can't hit you. I might hurt you.
Yeah.
Reacher just looks at him. You ain't gonna hurt me.
No, there's, I mean, good God, there's very few people on the earth that could hit Reacher and actually hurt him.
Yeah, he was punching that punching bag like he had spaghetti arms.
Oh, yeah. Well, you could see, I mean, and obviously, they do it on purpose on the show to make it look really bad. But you see the way he's standing in, the way he's throwing his arms in, it's like, what are you doing? Like, anybody that's ever watched any type of fighting knows at least a decent fighting stance and how to properly,
swing or something.
Yeah.
That's what I was thinking. I think, man, he knows nothing. Does he not watch any kind of TV, movies, nothing?
Yeah.
Because when I was little, I was reenacting movies like crazy.
Exactly.
Wrestling was real big when I was growing up, and I was reenacting it.
Mm-hmm.
So you, on your own, you learn a little bit.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's just, as you said, you grow up, you watch TV, you watch movies, you watch wrestling, and you just naturally learn how to, do certain things. Not this kid.
Nah, he learned nothing. You would have thought this kid was homeschooled with no TVs or nothing.
Yeah. Which, I don't know. That big old house, have we seen a single TV yet? Now that you said that, I'm trying to remember. Have we seen a TV in that house?
Well,
and this is set
I know he was
modern...
painting in his room, so.
Yeah, I never saw a TV. I know there ain't no TV in Reacher's room.
Oh, definitely not in his room.
But we saw his room where he was walking around it investigating. So.
I haven't paid attention.
Yeah. I mean, I hadn't thought about it till you just said this, but.
Yeah, I'll have to go back and look.
Yeah. Yeah. Wow. There's a chance that there's no TV in that household, which would be wild.
Yeah.
Because it's set in, present time.
Yeah, that would be real strange. I'll have to go back and look.
Yeah.
Now it's got me wondering.
Yeah. But that was this week's episode of Reacher. Speaking of Reacher, but not of this season, we got some, to us, because we're big fans, but we got some amazing news that Neely is getting her own spinoff show.
Oh, yes, Neely.
Yeah, buddy. And I already know that Neely shows up in this season of Reacher just because Amazon went through and put up all the episodes and when they come out and put up the picture for each of them. And episode 8, season finale's picture shows Neely. So it's like, well, you kind of ruined it, but we all knew Neely was coming.
Oh, yeah. Even though she has been in them, she just ain't been there with Reacher.
Right. So, but yeah, apparently she is getting her own spinoff show. So I'm assuming it's going to be, centered around her private investigations business that she runs.
Yeah, and hoping, you get a lot of Reacher popping in and out. Hopefully they play the two off of each other.
Yeah.
He gets into a situation, he calls her, she comes down to help, she's in a situation, she calls him, he comes up. That way you still get both of them on each one.
And also throw in a little bit of
Dixon and
Dixon and Face, as I call him.
Yep.
Because I can never remember his name. So I just call him Face. Throw them in there every once in a while.
Oh yeah, you got to.
We do know because when they released this, they also released what there are going to be some show regulars, and they are Grayson Holt, who stars in the Netflix show The Night Agent and Riverdale. He's going to be Detective Hudson Riley. Jasper Jones, apparently he's from King Ivory. He's going to play Keno. Adeline Rudolph, she's from the Chilling Adventures of Sabrina, which I don't remember seeing her in it, and she's also in Mortal Kombat 2. She plays Renee. You got Matthew Del Negro. He's in the Mayor of Kingstown, and he plays Pierce Woodrow. And you've got Damon Harriman from Justified and Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. He plays Lawrence Cole in the upcoming show. So, yeah. And those are supposed to be the series regulars. So I guess if I had to guess, I'd say a few of them work for Neely, and then, one or two of them may be I don't know.
Cops or something.
Yeah. So, yeah, that was some interesting news that I was not expecting to get.
I wasn't either because I didn't think they'd do a spinoff.
No.
I mean, they do have her as a real good character.
Oh, she's mine and Jamie's favorite character from the Reacher series. It's just anytime Neely shows up, it's great. She's a badass. She understands Reacher better than anybody, and she plays off Reacher so well. Yeah, she's a great character. In some more sad news that probably should have started the podcast off with, but had a few celebrity deaths this week.
Yeah.
Had Michelle Trachtenberg from Buffy the Vampire Slayer, and what we know her more from is Euro Trip.
Yeah.
And she was also in what was the other show that we don't watch?
Gossip Girls or something like that.
Yeah, I think it was Gossip Girls. I think I don't watch it, so I don't really know. But yeah, she was only 39 years old. I haven't looked anymore to see if they released the exact cause of death, but yeah.
I haven't heard nothing else except for she just went through a liver transplant. And I think that might have some complication with it, because a lot can happen getting a transplant, especially if everything's not done right and you're not taking medication like you need to.
Yeah.
And with her being an actor and stuff, it might have been hard for her to take it when she's supposed to, if that's what happened.
Well, okay, let's see here. This article. Is
it mentioning that, or is it mentioning something else now?
As of right now, it's still undetermined.
Yeah. I say it'll take a little while. That's even if they release it anytime soon.
Well, apparently her family denied an autopsy, so we may never know.
Well, yeah, they can do blood ox and the blood tests and stuff like that if they didn't deny that too.
So, yeah.
I would say it was strange, but not really, because when Dad passed away, I didn't have them do one on him.
Yeah. But she was not the only celebrity death.
No. I didn't know the other actor was 95 years old.
Yeah. Oh, God. Hey, I was getting ready to say his name, and it just left my mind. This is terrible. How can I not remember? Oh, Jesus Christ. Why can I not remember this? Well, definitely ain't going to find it that way. Scrolled back way too far on my history.
He played on The Replacements.
Yeah, Gene Hackman. Don't know why I cannot remember Gene's name, but Gene Hackman, 95. Him, his wife, and and one of his dogs.
Yeah.
He had 3 dogs. 2 of them survived. 1 died with him and his wife.
Yeah, I think they're trying to contribute to carbon monoxide poisoning.
Mm-hmm. Yep. As of right now, that's one that'll actually probably be fully investigated.
Oh, yeah, because that's a little strange. You would think you got that kind of money he has and a fancy house stuff. There's a carbon monoxide detector in there somewhere.
Oh, yeah.
A couple of them.
Yeah, there's got to be. Yep.
And to us, it just seems suspicious. If it was just been him, fine. Him and his wife, okay. But then you throw the dog in on it too?
Yeah.
That's what makes you think something else is going on.
Yeah. So, yeah. Some sad times. We also got the official news that John Lithgow has been casted as Dumbledore for the upcoming Harry Potter series.
Yeah.
He's our first official casting that he's went public.
Me and Corey's talked about that. I just don't know. I haven't seen him play any roles that would make me think, oh, that's Dumbledore right there. I mainly remember him from Harry and the Hendersons.
Yeah, I remember from that and a few other smaller roles. I don't know. To me, he doesn't really have the body type of Dumbledore, which even though he's older, he's 79. That's easily remedied for actors.
Yeah.
But he's also not British.
He should have the height, though.
He's American. Everything I've looked up about him, I've never looked up his height.
He's got to be at least 6 foot. if not more. Now, granted, everything I remember watching from was when I was little, so he probably just seemed tall to me.
Maybe.
But I thought he was kind of on the tall side.
Like I said, my main thing about him is that he's American, and like I've never heard him do a British accent. So
Well, never heard Dumbledore in the movies do a British accent.
To
me, it didn't sound British at all.
He was British, so it was just naturally British.
But it didn't sound British though.
Oh yeah, he's definitely the right height for Dumbledore. He's 6'4".
Yeah, I thought he was tall.
So they got that part right. I'll give him that because Dumbledore is described in the books as being very tall.
Yeah.
Not Hagrid type tall, but pretty tall.
That's who I want to see who they're going to cast for Hagrid.
Yeah, that'll probably be one of the last people we find out about because that's going to be the hardest cast. Well, that and like we said, the twins.
Yes. Now they got finding a set of twins and having that twinkle in their eye that Fred and George have when they're up to no good. I mean, you can just anytime in the movies you can see they was enjoying that role.
Oh yeah.
That was their original personality. They wasn't trying to act doing stuff. They was generally that was them.
Yeah, they need to find a set of twins, kind of like Dylan and Cole Sprouse.
Who's that?
Yeah, I mean you wouldn't know them, but from the early 2000s on Disney Channel, they were twins that played on Sweet Life of Zack and Cody. Yeah, they were. I mean, Sweet Life of Zack and Cody itself, the show was very like they're two twins that live with their mom and they stay in a hotel because she's got a residency there and she performs there, and they basically just get up to no good all the time.
The Sweet Life of
Zack and Cody. Yeah,
I remember them.
Yeah, they were great, and everyone just looking at it, how they act in that show is how I would kind of want the Fred and George to act.
Well, yeah, that's gonna be hard to cast.
It is very much.
I'm hoping they do right with them because they were some of my favorite actors.
Oh yeah, I mean they were great, and as we've seen, they've stuck with the franchise. They're they hosted the Wizards of Baking.
Yeah, and they pop up at the Wizarding World and stuff and everything, and they just have fun with it.
Mm-hmm.
They're typical Fred and George.
Oh yeah,
and if they're just putting on a show, they're pretty damn good at it. Looking at them and their body movement stuff, they really enjoy having fun doing it. It wasn't just a role to them; they lived it.
Oh yeah, they bought in and became the character.
Yeah,
which is that's the most important thing. If you can find somebody to really buy in and be, they become the character, and it becomes second nature to them that's who they are. That's when you get the good performances.
Yes, instead of people just doing it for a paycheck.
Yeah. Well then,
got anything else going on?
Trying to think. I had some other stuff to talk about, but with Jamie not here, it kind of makes some of the stuff pointless.
Yeah, because
so we had to save some of that. I did see this thing on Instagram where this person was breaking down the safest place to live in the U.S. based on a bunch of different factors, but he left out one factor. He's got a map of, okay, here's the area you don't want to live because of hurricanes. Here's the area you don't want to live because of tornadoes. Here's the area you don't want to live because it just gets too hot. Here's the area you don't want to live because of rain. He does all this stuff. So when he finally gets to, okay, this is the safest place to live, he basically names off most of the kind of like the northeast area. And basically everybody in the comments, including me, was like, are you not accounting for blizzards and frigid temperature? Because the places he named off were like Buffalo, New York, or Michigan, or Wisconsin. And it's like, these places get absolutely freezing cold in the wintertime, right? I'm talking like below zero regularly.
Yeah.
So how are you putting that? That's fine. This is the best place to live. But you're taking out places like Miami because of the temperature.
Yeah, because it's too warm.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, but
I didn't quite understand his logic for everything. So I just thought it was funny, though, and interesting. And like I said, I thought that thing, and when I started scrolling through the comments, everybody was like, are you not accounting for frigid temperature? or you had people from those places like, yeah, if I could move, I would, but I can't afford to.
Yeah. They can't save up no money because the rent is killing them.
So yeah, there was that. Then there was also this, and I guess this. Whoa. Well then, I don't think the mic picked any of that up. That was very, very copyrighted music. But there basically, I also found this page that basically posts, a batch of movies that came out a certain year and say, you can only keep one. The rest of them's got to be deleted from history.
Ooh.
And just the first one I clicked on was 1995. And I'm gonna read off the movies just in the order they're on here, and you tell me which. In my head, it's a simple choice, and I think you'll have the same simple choice. But you got to pick one to keep. The rest of them get deleted forever. Okay, you got Clueless. You got Toy Story. You got Heat. You got Braveheart. You got Showgirls. You got Kids. You've got 007, GoldenEye. You've got Pocahontas. You got Bad Boys. You've got Empire Records. You've got Jumanji. You've got the Goofy movie. You've got Ghost in a Shell. You've got Waterworld. You've got Seven.
They're giving me too many options, man.
You've got Outbreak. You've got Friday. You've got Batman Forever. And Casper.
Oh my Lord.
A lot of good movies there.
Yeah. Like, I was like, till we got to it, I was like, gotta keep Braveheart. We went down with I like Bad Boys. I like Friday.
Mm-hmm.
I like GoldenEye. Like, good God.
Yeah, there's a lot here, but for me, it was an easy choice. As much as I like all those movies, Bad Boys is it.
I figured you'd go for Bad Boys.
It's Bad Boys. And like I said, I love Heat. I know you or Jamie haven't seen that movie, but Heat is a great movie. Braveheart is a great movie. GoldenEye is a great movie. Pocahontas is a good Disney movie.
Yeah.
The Goofy movie, I love that movie. I don't care much for the original Ghost in the Shell. I don't care much for it. I don't care much for the Scarlett Johansson one either. Jumanji, honestly, I like the new ones better with The Rock and Kevin Hart.
I like the twist they done to it, showing you actually playing inside the game instead of being out. But Robin Williams, man.
And Robin Williams is amazing in it. Robin Williams is just amazing, period.
Yes.
But I just like the new ones better, so I'm fine with that. Friday is another great one. Like because you think if you lose Friday, that means you don't get none of the sequels.
Exactly.
But the same with Bad Boys. If you lose Bad Boys, you don't get none of the sequels. So that's where you really get in trouble. Because as much as I like the Goofy movie, yeah, you could lose it. It doesn't have many sequels. Pocahontas, as much as I like it, you could lose it. Same with Heat. Heat is a great movie, but doesn't have any sequels. So,
What's Heat about? I think I've watched that.
That is that's Robert De Niro and Al Pacino, and a very, very young Natalie Portman, but she doesn't play a super important role in it. But Al Pacino is the cop, and Robert De Niro is the bad guy. He's a bank robber, and they're basically, Robert De Niro is a bank robber, and Al Pacino's been trying to track down this crew that he leads, and this whole movie is about them kind of building to them finally coming face to face. And they have a scene in a diner when they first actually kind of meet in person and just are able to talk to each other. It's an amazing scene, one of the best scenes in cinema history.
I haven't watched that. I remember seeing the previews to it. I was like, I'm gonna watch that.
It's very good. It's very long. It's like a 3-hour movie, but it's good. It's action packed. It's obviously made in 1995, but God, it's good.
See, that's one of the problems I have. I was like, oh man, that movie looks good. I'm gonna watch it. But then I'll be scrolling through there and I'll see it. It's like in my head, it looked like it could be a good movie, but it might not be. And I don't want to spend what little bit of time I have to be able to watch TV on something that's not going to be good. And I always go back to my classics.
Yeah,
I keep watching the same stuff over and over, like my music. I have like 50 or 60 songs downloaded, and those is that's what I listen to. That and my audiobooks.
Yeah.
I started re-listening to Dune again because we talked about it
Oh man, I'm thinking about restarting Harry Potter.
again.
Well, you say again. I used to listen to it twice a year, every year. I didn't listen to it twice last year. I only listened to it once, start to finish last year. So I'm slacking. I'm lagging. I got to keep it fresh in my mind, otherwise I'll forget important stuff.
Yeah, because Lord knows I have, and that was weird because at one time I could word for word the books and everything.
Quote it, no problem. Which this year, I know one book I've got to re-listen to this year, and that's A Knight of the Seven Kingdoms. I got to re-listen to it right before the show comes out.
See, I don't want to listen to it before the show because I want to watch the show and not be, oh
Yeah.
man, they left this out. They
Well,
left that
I've
out.
already listened to it before, so I want to listen to it to refresh my memory. I'm going to be that person on our podcast as the episodes are coming out saying, yeah, well, they stuck pretty close to the book, or I'll be the person going, yeah, they messed this up. They messed this up. I don't think they will, because from what George said, George is very, very happy with this. He said it was the best rendition they've done so far of one of his books.
That just means they gave him more money. That's all
Yeah.
that means.
Yeah, we'll see. Yeah. This is a much easier story to tell though.
Well, yeah.
This book, he wrote this book, and this book basically was written to be turned into a movie or a TV show. It's a short book, so it's not like there's a bunch of details that they're gonna leave out because the book's not long to begin with. So yeah, and it's told through a narrator, so that to me that kind of makes it easier to transfer over. But
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm expecting it to be pretty good. It's not as deep as Game of Thrones or House of the Dragon, so it's also going to be easier to follow. Yeah, just a simple story that I think a lot of people will probably like.
I think I'm going to rewatch the House of the Dragon, the first season.
I mean, there's nothing wrong with that.
Well, I got to scrolling through my TikTok and everything, and somebody posted a clip from the first season. I was like, I barely remember that scene. And it was a good one.
Yeah.
But I barely remembered it. And it was when I was really into it. That's when you had them as they was younger going through there. And like I said, my woman had that sass and that steel in her spine where she was just didn't take no shit from nobody. And that's what I liked.
Yeah.
It was the boar scene where she was coming back with that big boar.
Oh,
she
yeah.
killed.
Yeah, and she was covered in blood.
Yeah, I was like, I remember it, but I don't remember a lot of it. So I'm going to go back and rewatch that. Granted, that was what, 3 or 4 years ago?
Yeah, that was a while. Just because of how long it takes them to do seasons.
Yeah.
But A Knight of the Seven Kingdoms doesn't take nearly as long because there's... Well, I don't want to spoil nothing for people.
Yeah. Don't spoil it for me.
Yeah. I'll just leave it at... It doesn't take as long to film it. So, yeah.
It wasn't one of those 47-hour books of
No,
George
not
R.
at all.
Martin's.
No, I think A Knight of the Seven Kingdoms, I think it might be like 10 or 11 hours long. I think. Like I said, well, most people call it a normal book. To me, it's a short book because basically every book I listen to is like at least 20 hours long or longer.
Yeah. As long as they don't Dunify it. I mean,
I don't think they will, but yeah, I mean, you never really know until you listen to or until you watch it.
like I said, 20-some hours of audiobook, and they got the first part right, and they just changed everything in the second part.
Yeah.
Like I said, if I wouldn't have rode with you, I'd have rage walked out of that bad boy. I'd have thrown my popcorn at the screen and left. How dare you destroy my movie like that? My audiobook. You wait till I see the Fremen. I'm going to let them know y'all like Harkonnens, and that they'll come take you out.
Yes, 10 hours long, A Knight of the Seven Kingdoms, the audio book. So, yeah, I mean, that's relatively simple. That's just the first book. George has said there's supposed to be 3 books in that series, but he hasn't put out the other 2 yet. But apparently HBO has greenlit 3 seasons of it. So, like always, we'll get the first season, which is about the book that we know. Then season 2 and 3 will be on nothing. And who knows? Could be good, could be terrible.
Yeah. he'll just be over there. Yeah, that looks good. How much money was you gonna pay me again? Oh yeah, that looks real good.
Yeah.
That's exactly how I would have wrote that too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's the way to end it right there.
Yeah.
Then the fans come out and hate it. I wouldn't end it that way.
Yeah, I wasn't a big fan of that, but it was either a good ending or all the money, and I took all the money.
Yeah. It's like, we need an ending. Okay, how much money are you going to pay me? Oh, okay, here's an ending. Is this the right ending? Oh, it's a ending. For that much money, it's a ending.
Yeah.
George.
I don't know what we're going to do with him.
We're going to strap him down and torture him until he finishes writing the book.
I'm afraid he might like that.
Well, I mean, yeah, he is a little weird.
Yeah, I'm afraid he might enjoy that. He'll write another 50 Shades of Grey book or something.
Oh, God, no. No, don't do that, because George is terrible at writing sex scenes.
Oh, God.
God, if you ever listen to the Game of Thrones books, you got to listen to it once, the sex scene between Sam and Gilly. But once you hear it once, you'll never want to hear it again in your life. That is the most cringy, awkward, terrible sex scene I've ever read in a book. It's just, oh my God, it's terrible. Terrible. I mean, it's just like, just terrible. Well then,
as y'all can see, we got the soundboard in full effect today.
I haven't used it as much as I thought I would, but plus I haven't added enough of my own stuff on here.
Yeah, well, you got to remember, with great power comes great responsibilities.
Yeah.
You don't want to overuse it when you first get it, then people get old of it.
Right, they get bored of it real quick.
Yeah, you just got to ease them into it.
Yeah. Otherwise, you end up the whole thing. That's my favorite button right there. Since I don't cuss, I can make it sound like I'm cussing just by pushing a button. You piece of mother.
Yeah, that button might be used a lot if we was actually muting.
Oh, yeah, if I was actually trying to censor you, I'd have to have my finger on the button all the time. Every time you go say a word, just...
Yeah, at point, and what was that? I can go back there and take that out.
Yeah.
Now, if it ever was to get monetized, I would definitely have to cut that way back.
I don't think you would. I mean, you see the YouTubers I watch and some of the podcasts I listen to, they don't censor themselves with cuss words.
Yeah.
There's other words that you don't use.
Yeah, I wouldn't be using none of those.
There's some British and Australian words that just don't fly in the American English language.
No.
So, yeah. Well, you got anything else?
That's about all I've got.
Well, then, we've got this is just slightly shorter than what we normally have, but
yeah,
there's only two of us, so with less people, there's less ideas to bounce around, so you end up with a slightly shorter podcast. But next week we'll have hopefully our full array of people, Jamie plus maybe somebody else.
Yep, maybe somebody else, or maybe a couple more of the people. Like I said, we can actually phone people in now and be on it.
Phone them in. So, until next week.
Later.